Often many people say or they think, when will the victory come? The person who's locked in on a Quranic worldview does not have that question, because that question is wrong. If you mean for the people of Gaza, the victory of Allah has already come. Being killed does not mean you failed. There were prophets of God that have been killed. Do we not read the Quran? There are the people of the trench who held on to their belief in Allah despite being burned alive, and Allah called them successful. In Surah Al-Buruj, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, those who believed, held on to their faith and their good deeds, for them are gardens underneath which rivers flow. أُولَٰئِكَ ذَلِكَ الْفَوْزُ الْكَبِيرُ. This is the true success. They've succeeded. The Quran says they succeeded. Why? Because they accepted death over disbelief. They opted to be martyred than to sway in their faith. They've succeeded. The question just evaporates with the Quranic lens. A few verses earlier about these people of the trench, this huge trench was dug for them, turned into an inferno. They're being tossed into it for refusing to believe the king is God. Allah says, وَمَا نَقَمُوا مِنْهُمْ إِلَّا أَن يُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَمِيدِ. They held nothing against these believers except that they believed in Allah, but then they said what? Al-Aziz Al-Hamid, the Almighty. They never swayed in believing that Allah can change this in a second. He is the Almighty. Al-Hamid, never swayed in believing that He is, trusting that He is praiseworthy, whether He's praised or not, whether He does what we think is the best outcome or not. He is Al-Aziz, He is Al-Hamid, regardless of what happens. Those are the people that have succeeded, according to the Quran. And so whoever does not tap into the Quran and stay close enough to the Quran, you will have a weakened heart. And if you have a weakened heart, one of two things is going to happen. Worst case scenario is that you will lose faith in Allah. May Allah protect us from ever falling into that. The second is to lose faith in the process. That it's going to be a slow uphill battle that is already gaining traction, but you're going to sign yourself out of it. You lose hope in trying. But if you don't believe at heart, you see the whole world shutting its doors, unless you are absolutely certain that Allah rewards for effort and supports those that support His cause. If you drift from that fountain of faith, you will give up on Allah, or at least give up on the cause. There's nothing like the Quran to provide you with that. To know for certain, to remember, recall, reinforce, وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُ. He said in the Quran, no one knows the soldiers, the armies of Allah but Him.